Well, I'm here outside the QE2 Conference Centre in Westminster, just a short walk from the Palace of Westminster, where in the last hour or so the announcement has been made of the new Conservative Party leader, Liz Truss. She won by 57% to 43% over Rishi Sunak, which was a convincing enough win, but perhaps not as emphatic as some had predicted before the announcement. She promised, or she said to Laura Kuenssberg on the BBC on Sunday morning, that an announcement will come within a week. So there are lots of ideas which are being speculated, that she could freeze fuel prices at the current level and then provide some kind of major package of support for the most struggling households. And the idea that's being kicked around, that's being speculated on, is that the government will underwrite loans that will help energy firms fix the current prices at their current level, and then the gap between those prices and the rising wholesale price of gas, it went up again this morning, will be plugged by government loans. Now what's going to happen is that we will hear from Boris Johnson, the outgoing Prime Minister. He will make a speech tomorrow morning in Downing Street before then flying off to Balmoral to see the Queen to formally resign. After that, Liz Truss will follow him in for her first private audience with Her Majesty, who we assume will ask her to form a government. There are lots of other things in her in tray. One of the most daunting in trays that any incoming Prime Minister has faced includes the strikes and industrial action which have been rumbling on through the summer, and more are planned in the weeks and months ahead. The NHS crisis, of course, as it tries to deal with the COVID backlog, the ongoing conflict in Ukraine with Russia, and of course Brexit and this impasse with the EU. But perhaps the biggest challenge she's going to face is going to be reuniting the Conservative Party. She will now be under pressure to appoint a cabinet which somehow brings together the broad coalition of the Conservative Party and reunites the party, because as she said in her victory speech here just a little while ago, you know, an election will be coming down the track very fast in 2024, so she doesn't have much time to unite the Conservative Party and to convince the public that her plan for the economy and for tackling the cost of living crisis is going to work.